So, hello all. Okay, so this meeting is scheduled for SAP SD batches. Okay, so before starting this session, okay, so I have a total 8+ years of experience in SAP. Okay, so at presently I done four implementations means developments. Okay, complete end-to-end developmentations. And then I worked for Brazil, Spain, and Europe regions. Okay, so these are my experience. Okay, in SAP. So I'm expertise on SAP SD, MM, and SAP ABAP. Okay, so these are my primary skills. So these are my primary skills. So apart from this, I have bit knowledge on BRIM. Okay, so this is the present upcoming. Okay, related to artificial intelligence. Okay, so this is my primary skills. Okay, so before starting this session, okay, so first I'm going to explain you about what is SAP. So whenever if you are seeing in outside or some other in market, okay, so don't call it as SAP, okay, so call it as SAP. So this is also one of the key point where when you are attending the interviews, okay, so directly without saying SAP means immediately they are going to reject. Okay, so this is the basic principle in SAP. So don't call it as SAP. Okay. So SAP means nothing but S means we can call it as system. Okay. And A means we call it as application. Okay. And P means we call it as a product. Okay. A product and a data processing. We can call it as product and data processing. Okay. So this is the full form of SAP. Okay. So why we are using SAP software at present days? Just for understanding, I will give you some examples. So present in our day-to-day life. Okay. So day-to-day life, we are visiting either in daily basis or weekly basis, where for shops are everywhere. Suppose we can take it as example as a DMart, or you can take it as any tea shop. Okay. So whenever, for example, okay, so whenever we are visiting any tea shop, okay, that tea shop vendor will provide you the bill for that particular tea. Okay, suppose we are ordering as one normal tea. So they will provide you some printout. Okay, so that printout will comes from one of the software. Either they are using SAP, Oracle, lot of softwares is there in the outside. Okay, and then DMARC. Okay, so whenever you visited DMARC, okay, so there from entrance to till when you are exit, everything runs from SAP only. Okay, so and then if you go to IKEA, okay, so IKEA complete process, including handovering product to your hand. So till the complete entire process will runs from SAP. So and if you go to e-commerce like Amazon is there, okay, or otherwise Flipkart is there, otherwise Myntra is there. What whatever the e-commerce sites is there, this e-commerce site is completely run by SAP. Okay, so just I am giving general examples. So I think somebody have doubt how Amazon will run. Okay, so for example, okay, we have Amazon application is there, right? In that Amazon application, in the front end, we are using application just to order the product. But in background, we have Salesforce application is there. Okay. So Amazon will runs from Salesforce and then our data. Okay. Whatever the data we are saving, like suppose we have some 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years of data is storing in the Amazon. That data will stored in AWS. Okay. So Amazon Web Services. Okay. So then through Amazon Web Services, Salesforce will run. And then Salesforce will send data to SAP. So primary goal of this Amazon is that whatever the product you are ordering, okay, some 1 seconds or 2 seconds within the time frame, it will run from, it will record your product in SAP. For example, okay. So now you are ordering one mobile phone, right? So what you are ordering one mobile phone and then you are doing the ship to everything, all the transactions done, and then that mobile is hand over to you. Okay. So whatever the things you are doing in the mobile application, okay, so this all data will store and will runs from SAP. Okay. So this is the general overview why we are using SAP. Okay. So anybody have questions? Okay, fine. And now we are coming to why we are using SAP, why we need to learn SAP. Okay. So at present situation, we are in a recession, right? We are in recession equal to 2008 year recession, because we have so many technologies is there. Like if you go to market, we have primary tool Azure is there, okay, and then we have Salesforce is there, and then we have how so many tools is there, like so many testing tools, and then we have DevOps. So many applications is there to learn technologies. In between that, we have SAP also there. Okay, so here what we need to find out is that SAP is not a tool. Okay, so SAP is a one type of software. How we are using Salesforce and how we are using AWS, how we are using some other softwares like that. SAP is also a one software. So at present, okay, at present in market, we have SAP, Oracle is there. Okay. So these are the topmost companies, mostly. All big MNC companies are using. Okay. And then we have so many mid-level companies also there. I think if we can go some other is like DBS. Okay. And then Manyata, we have one software is there. Okay. So these are all just chota companies. Okay. But so why we need to learn only SAP and why we can't focus on Oracle? Okay. So Oracle and SAP is a ERP tools. Okay. ERP tools means enterprise resource plan. Okay. So for example, what is ERP? Okay. So now anybody of here, you are planning to build a one, suppose one company. Okay. So for example, we can, yeah, on daily basis, we are using so many Tata products, right? So, okay, Tata is a company. Okay. Tata is a company. Okay. And then for this Tata, we have so many company codes is there. Like suppose we have TCS is there. And then a Tata Steel is there, right? And then we have a Tata Retail is there. Okay. And then we have like Tata means Tata stores, means a retail type of stores is there. Sorry, like Tata Electronics is there, like Chroma. Okay. So like this type of is there. So here what we need to observe is that Tata is always a company. Okay. These are all company codes. Okay. So these are all the company codes. Here, suppose now TCS is there. So TCS is having so many office locations is there, like Hyderabad, Bangalore, okay, like Pune, Mumbai, we have so many locations is there, okay. And then likewise, Tata Steel also, they are having so many manufacturing plants is there. For Tata Retail also, they have so many retail stores in their major cities. Likewise, Tata Electronics, we have Chroma in every city. So like that, we have so many sales organizations. So here we can call it as sales orgs. Okay, sales organizations. Okay, for this sales organization. Okay, so for example, okay, in Hyderabad, suppose now everyone is in Hyderabad, right? So in Hyderabad, we have in Kokatpalli, we have one store is there. Okay. And then if you go to some any like Vijaya Mall, if you go to, we have one a location means store is there. Like that, in every location, we have one sales offices is there. Okay. So we can call it as sales office. So like that. So okay. So for this type of applications, means this type of structure, organizational structure, we are using with the help of ERP system. That's why we call it as enterprise resource plan. Suppose now you are owner of Tata. Okay. So that owner will go each and every company code. He don't have that much time as well to check all each year for all each company code balance sheets on the time. On that time, company will decide to implement a ERP software in the organization. Okay, so that in this ERP they are going to structure all their activities. Not from SD point of view, I am explaining company code like that. So suppose in a company, okay, so in a company, what and all we have, suppose we are in the IT field, okay. In IT field, if you go to, okay, we have locations is there, job location where we need to work, and then we have cafeterias is there, and then we have pantries is there, and then in that location we have HR offices is there, and then we have finance department is there, and then if you go to somewhere we have maintenance team is there, and then we have safety, okay, safety related is there, and then we have transport department is there. Like that, we have number of structure we have designed. If you want to build a company, or if you want to build any like showrooms or anything, so that everything we need to structure proper wise. Okay, so in that case we need to implement this type of ERP software, so that company will check their balance sheet. So if you go through in newspapers, okay, every 3 months that Tata company will announce their balance sheet. In TCS, they have got profit 2000 crores. In Tata Steel, they have some negative for 2000 crores, like that. So how these all things they are going to announce in the market is that with the help of ERP. Okay, so this is the main. I can call it as a component structure in the ERP. So that what whenever in market, if anybody is asking in which technology you are working, so we need to answer I am working in SAP technology. What is SAP? Okay, so on a time we need to answer what is SAP means. SAP is a ERP, okay, ERP software. ERP means enterprise resource planning. Okay, so everything we need to plan, we need to implement, and we need to showcase the progress. Okay, so this is called SAP. So same wise Oracle. Okay, What was the difference between SAP and Oracle? Okay, SAP, we can use whatever we want. We can use own customizations. Customizations means nothing but suppose now you want to change one of the fields. Suppose here we have in the topmost we have file, home, insert, draw, page, or page layout is there. Okay. Suppose now company they don't want page layout button, formulas button, data button. So we can remove whatever the buttons we need and we need to remove. We can feel free to remove. So that is the flexibility we have in the SAP first thing. And then Oracle how means that why nowadays that market also getting day by day it is getting reduced compared to SAP because Oracle is a standard software. Suppose same as I mentioned now, here we have some button system. Whatever the Oracle has provided, we need to work for this buttons only. So you don't want to customize anything. So that what nowadays majority 70 to 80% of market with SAP. If you go to countries like German, okay, German always get more profit from SAP. Okay, if you go to USA markets and then if you go to Brazil, okay, so if you go to Netherlands is the key country where they are using more SAP products. Okay, nowadays means from past 8 to 9 years, India is implementing. So I think one of the best example I will give. I think everyone knows SBI, right? And then everyone knows DBS Bank, right? DBS Bank. And then, so these are the financial sectors they are using SAP, okay, to run the process smoothly. Suppose now you are going to deposit some amount in the bank. Okay, they are giving some challan, right? So to prove yourself, on a time they are entering your details in the SAP software. Okay, so this SBI, DBS, these are the two major things, and then works with SAP. Okay, so and then if you go to pharmacy companies, okay, so this is the financial sector. If you go to pharmacy company, Reddy's Lab is there. Okay, and we have Apollo hospitals is there. Okay, so these are the present. Okay, as of I know, these are and then Cipla. Okay, so these are the companies they are using from a pharmacy. Okay, if you go to manufacturing sector, so many companies. I can say BMW is the main key vendor for SAP, and then if you go to Audi, okay, if you go to Hyundai, okay, and then if you go to this Tata Motors, okay, so Tata Motors also will runs from SAP, okay. Likewise in financial, pharmacy, and manufacturing. And now if you go to food sector, okay, food we have Domino's is there. Domino's completely runs from SAP. If you go to Burger King, right, a Burger King is there. A Burger King completely runs from SAP. And then we have so many some more food companies is there, but I'm very familiar for this one, so that's why I noted. And then if you go to a retail sector, okay, as I mentioned in retail, we can call it as IKEA is there. And then in the retail sector, we have one more DMart is there. Okay. And then if you go to this Aditya Birla retail system, so okay. So this Aditya Birla retail Sonata, everything runs with SAP. So likewise, okay. So wherever if you go, we can use SAP. So that what nowadays SAP is not linked up with any recession. Okay. So as of now, I will give guarantee for 10 years. There is not much included artificial intelligence in the SAP. Okay. So that what nowadays SAP is the trending software. Okay. Where everyone looking. looking to work in the SAP environment. Okay, so this is the general overview about SAP, why we are working in SAP, and what was the major, and then what we need to learn, and then if you want to start your career in SAP, some mandatory things is there. Okay, so in SAP, never ending concepts. Okay, SAP is, I can call it as ocean. Okay, so in ocean we don't know how much depth it is. Okay, so likewise in SAP also we cannot say this is the certain topics we need to learn. So in SAP we need to learn, but to crack the interviews, to get into the SAP work environment, we have some major topics is there. So, okay. So that major topics only we are going to cover from upcoming sessions. So that is called the table of content, what we are going to introduce you. Okay. But again, I am saying, okay, in SAP, we have so many concepts is there. Okay. From my end also, I'm also every day I'm learning some new topics, everything. Okay. Because why SAP is never ending means, see, for example, these are the areas SAP they have implemented. For example, in financial sector, SBI is there, right? In SBI, every day they are doing some enhancements in their software. Okay, suppose now SBI is expecting something where a customer, without visiting the bank, they are expecting more from SBI app. Okay, so in that case, we need to overwrite SAP again. So we need to overthink about the SAP, how we need to link up this SAP to customer satisfaction. So like that. So that's what we can call it as SAP is a version. Okay, not for SD. We have so many modules is there in the SAP. Okay, so this is the general overview for SAP. And then the second mandatory thing is that if you want to learn SAP, in SAP, we don't have any coding part. Okay. So we don't want to give any coding, or you don't want to write some algorithms or any machine learning concepts and that. SAP itself having separate coding is there. Okay. Separate coding. They itself have in mid. But if you have bit, I'm saying bit knowledge and SQL, it will be more useful for you to understand the tables and understand the programs. Okay, so that it's not mandatory, it's a bit. Okay, this is the second major thing, that what who not all from mechanical backgrounds or some other backgrounds, they are choosing SAP. Okay, and then the third thing is that in SAP, this is the key role. Okay, how we need to learn, and then how we need to remember SAP is that only one mantra is practice. Without practice, you can't clear, or you are not going to step in SAP field. In SAP, we have only one mantra is practice, practice, practice. That's it. Practice means nothing but, suppose, for example, here I have mentioned Tata, right? Every day. Okay, once a class has completed, you need to create your own plans. Suppose if you want to create a new plant, like we have Shakir is there, with the name of Shakir, you can create your own plants, own sales organizations, and then own manufacturing sectors, and then own customers, own data, everything you can create. Whatever you want, you can try to create and then practice. That is the only mantra we need to do. It's mandatory if you want to start your career in the SAP. And then fourth thing is that compared to other technologies, what is the beauty of SAP is that here in SAP we have what our training systems is live training system. Whatever you are going to learn in training system, that is the screens, that is the field structure, everything. We can call it as field structure, And then we have so many options is there where we need to disable, enable everything, all the activities, whatever you are learning in the training systems, that is the same screens we can see in your live environment as well. Okay, so live environment means nothing but, okay, if you want to start your career in some of the IT company, you don't know how to manage and then you don't know how to run this SAP. So on a time, if you are using any training systems, okay, you can whatever you learn in the training system, same thing you are going to apply in the live systems as well. So that is the one major, and then we can call it as beauty in the SAP system. Okay, and then okay, so these are the prerequisite. What before learning SAP we need to do the certain mandatory things is there. Okay, and then again I am saying SAP is not related to any recession, anything. If a company having any job vacancies, automatically we can get recruitment for in SAP. But only one thing is that SAP is not like other technologies where you can learn. Suppose we have testing tools is there, like Selenium is there, like that. Okay. In Selenium, suppose for example, I am saying in Selenium, we have some options is there. If you learn that options, just to upload the test case, if you are executing some button, it will complete. Okay, but SAP is not like that. Okay, SAP is completely runs with your mind. Okay, and with your patience, I can say. Okay, so based upon that only, you are going to learn SAP. Okay, this is the main thing. And then third topic is that how you are going to learn SAP. Only one thing is that SAP, no need to buy head anything. Okay. So SAP, once you learn SAP, okay, what is the beauty of SAP is that suppose your training has completed everything. Okay, your training has completed. Now you are everything all right in SAP SD. I'm saying, okay. SD means sales and distribution. Okay. So on that time, if you go to anywhere in market or otherwise in showrooms, now we have some big billion days, everywhere. Whenever you are seeing any product, you can easily analyze about that product. When that product has a manufacture, what are the batch numbers they have, when that product is going to expire. Okay, and then how for that product, suppose if you go to Amazon sale or Flipkart sale, they are giving some big discounts for iPhone. Okay, how that business strategies will come, why how they are going to give discounts for that particular product. Okay, this type of scenarios and at all will learn from SD. Okay, that what SD is the most demanding and most hardest part in the SAP. Okay, so this is all about SAP basics things, everything. And then now I am going to tell about SAP. Okay, so as I mentioned, SAP is a ERP software. Okay, where it will runs your day-to-day business. Okay, nothing. It's a simple funda. Okay, and then in SAP we have 50 plus modules. Is there. Okay, 50 plus. I can say more than 60, 70 also. 50 plus modules is there. In that 50 plus modules, if you go to like anywhere in the market, you can call it as SD, MM, and then FI, FICO. Okay, and then if you go to some other modules, okay. So, but if you go to market, these are the four modules you can see, and then you can learn. These are the four modules, is it? Because why these four modules are very, very important? Why these are the four modules? We have so much of offerings. See, the end of the day, once you are buying the product, okay, uh, company will receive, okay, company will receive money from the customer. Okay. This money, discounts, product MRPs, how we need to satisfy customer when he is buying the product, everything. Okay, so everything it's related to SD1. So that what SD is the first priority if you want to learn SAP. Okay, second thing is that MM. Why MM is more important? But we can say MM is not compared to SD. Okay, MM is material management. Suppose you are ordering one like Mahindra car in the showroom. Okay, that Mahindra salesperson will give some type. Okay, within 3 months we are going to deliver the product. Okay, within 3 months we are going to deliver the product to you. On a time that the showroom will raise. Okay, will raise one order to the particular company or otherwise particular dealer. Okay, that the dealer will send that quotation to the company. Company means that Mahindra manufacturing plant. For example, we have Mahindra manufacturing plant is there in the Chennai. Okay, from this showroom. Okay, they are going to raise one quotation to the plant. Means the manufacturing plant in Chennai. Once they received the quotation, they are going to raise one purchase request to the plant. Okay, means the Chennai plant. In that Chennai plant, for that raising the structure, we need one material. One material means suppose you are buying one Mahindra car so. You need to create that material Mahindra so product in the system. That is the business they are doing. Material management. Okay. So without material management, we cannot move or we cannot create anything in the system. Okay. That what material management is very, very important. Okay. And then third thing is that FI and FICO are both are same, but here we can call it as finance, and FICO means finance plus control. Okay, so that way we call it as FI means different, FICO means different. Here, FI. FI means nothing but once you make the payment for any of the product, okay, that money will deposit in company's account. Okay, that all these transactions related, everything will monitor from FIN. Okay, so that is the use of FI. So that what we can call it as all these four modules are very, very important. That way, if you go to anywhere, like in Bangalore, Hyderabad, if you go to any institutes, these are the four modules always they will refer. Learn SD, learn MM, learn FI figure. But in SAP, we have so many modules is there. If you want HR related stuff, you want to design in the SAP, we can call it as HR module is there. Okay, so if you go to IKEA store in Hyderabad, okay, so once you select the product, okay, so this is the product you are going to buy. Okay, so they will generate one code, okay, product code number, and then or otherwise you are going to capture that product code number. Once you go to the warehouse management floor, based upon that code, you are going to select your product. So that is called, we can call it as warehouse management. So warehouse management also we have one module is there. And then now warehouse management is complete. Okay. So now if you are going to plant, okay. So in that plant, we have our production is going on in the plant. Okay. So we need to plan. Okay. Suppose, for example, now Amazon Big Sale is coming. Okay. So for that Amazon Big Sale, iPhone 17 phones, we can expect they will buy some thousands of phone in this big sale. So this the planning team will think out of that one. We need to produce the capacity to the plant. Suppose now we need to ready to manufacturing 1,000 mobiles for this Amazon a big sale. So for that, we need to provide the planning. That is called PP. Okay, production planning. That same production, we need to provide the maintenance. Maintenance, nothing but how we need to maintain the plant. So that is called, we can call it as, so one module is there, PM. So likewise, everything we have one module is there. Suppose if you want to go for some other modules in the SAP. Okay, so these are the main modules what we are going to learn. But as per this session, we are going to cover SD. Okay, SD means nothing but sales and distribution. Here we can call it as sales, and D means distribution. Okay, just how I am mentioning. Okay, sales means, okay, how you are going to sell that product to the customer. Okay, so that is called, we can call it as sales. Okay, for sales, we need to provide, I can say for a SD, we can, without customer. Okay, so we are not moving anything in the SD. Okay, so likewise, and then without price of that particular material. Okay, so you are not going to do anything in the sales. Okay, and then now distribution. Distribution, nothing but, suppose, for example, we have Flipkart is there, for example. You are going to order one mobile phone. Okay. What are the things you are doing in Flipkart? Anybody can answer? Anybody? No idea? Okay. If you are going to order one mobile phone, okay, you select that particular mobile phone. You are going to check specifications, right? For that mobile phone specifications. Okay. Once the specifications has completed, you are going to check the discounts, right? Once you check the discounts about that product, everything, okay, you are going to click on add to cart, right? Once you add to cart, you are going to select your ship to address, right? So once you select your ship to address, okay, then you are going to, based upon that ship to address, application will generate your delivery date. Okay, when this mobile phone is going to deliver, right? Once mobile system generate a delivery date, you are going to finalize that product. Then you are going to make the payment. Okay. So in that case, once you select the ship to, okay, that is called distribution. Okay, ship to means a distribution. Like once you order the mobile, right? Once you order the mobile, if you want to check about the shipment related activities means whether you are order confirmed in the vendor location or not. When your shipment is going to start. If you check any of one here, if you check Amazon application, they are step by step, always they are updating. Your so and so mobile phone left for this warehouse location from Delhi. Okay, so this mobile has started shipping in Delhi so and so location. Okay, so your shipment in the transit, okay, in transit to Hyderabad location. Your shipment has arrived to warehouse location. So all this related thing, whatever you are seeing there, everything comes from SAP, that too in sales and distribution. That is called distribution. Okay, distribution, nothing but once you order the product, how that product is going to deliver to your a particular ship to address. That is called distribution. That why we are using SD. Okay, SD means sales and distribution. Okay, so whenever you are attending, okay, attending the interviews, if somebody is say asking what is SD means, you can say sales and distribution. We don't have any other abbreviations for this SD. Okay, sales and distribution. Okay, and then remember one thing, just now I mentioned, don't byhead anything in the SD. Okay, so without byheading, once you completed the course, means once you completed the day one, okay, day one class, think on your own. Okay, so as I mentioned, we have Amazon is there. How Amazon application is running, how we are ordering the product, how we are delivering the product. Same wise, once you deliver the product, once your shipment has reached received to ship to, how you are going to return that product. That returned product also will runs from SAP SD. Okay, so everything. So this is the basic idea for SD. Okay, and then so these are the major topics what we are going to learn. Okay, so once in this course, what at all we are going to learn, and then we are going to discuss. Thing is that we are going to cover entire SD topics. Okay, SD core topics. Okay. Again, I am mentioning we are going to cover SD only core topics. We are not going to cover, as I mentioned, it's like ocean, right? So in after once you joined in the company, I'm missed out this topic like this center. So here we are going to give 100% brief knowledge on how we are going to survive in the SAP SD world. Okay, so that what we are providing that confidence to you. Okay, once you attend all the classes without missing anything, then you are 100% sure you are going to survive in the SD. Okay, and one most key, okay, key topics I forgot to mention. See, compared to other technologies here, so suppose this is SAP, this is some other technologies, any technology like front end, back end, Java, everything. SAP packages are very high. Okay, so keep it that in mind. Okay, so suppose if you go to Germany, okay, SAP is the topmost software, topmost consultants work in the Germany. If you go to Germany, majority 60 to 70% employees from SAP work. Okay, and then if you go to like Netherlands, okay, I can say 80 to 90% of employees who are all working in IT industry are from SAP only. And then you once now we are in India. Okay, so in India from past 9 to 10 years only everybody are implementing for their business SAP. Now this is the tool what we are going to learn, and we are going to grab that opportunities in the outside. For that you need to mention, because why I am saying packages are very high means that, see here, once you selected in the category, okay, so no company will give, suppose now you are selecting for some company, like suppose they are providing some 15 lakhs or 20 lakhs package to, nobody can give for sitting simply, and then they are not providing any free of basis to you. For the only that case, once you entered in the SIP world, okay, your packages are high. Based upon that packages, you need to learn, you must work in the system. Okay, that is the only funda we have. Compared to other technologies, there is so much of a variance between SAP and other technologies. If I can say, if any of your colleagues or any of your relatives just recheck, if their profiles are very good, they are getting more and more packages. Okay, so this is all about SAP SD. And then in these training sessions, I am going to cover all these SD topics. Okay, so based upon topic wise, I'm going to cover some live scenarios. Okay, so these are the live scenarios you are going to work on a daily basis. Okay, so and then we are going to provide materials to you. Okay, so this is the material, my own material from end to end. Okay, end to end SD part, all we are going to cover in this material. And then based upon your interest, we are going to provide training systems. Okay, that is not that much. Okay, some I think some on monthly 300 or 400 rupees we are going to pay. They are going to provide the license. Okay, for so and so period from start to end, like that. Okay. So this one you need to get this the training system, but I will guide you all everything how to get a training system. Okay, what is the use of a training system? Means, see, for example, once you learn, or today I have covered some customer related topic. Once training has completed, whenever based upon your free time, you are going to create customers in the training system. Okay, so that once you entered in the SAP live scenarios, now you are getting requests from the user. See, suppose now we have somebody is there. Okay, they have assigned a ticket to Shakir. Okay, so they are mentioning that Shakir, can you create one customer for this so and so fees? They are providing one requirement. Okay, whatever you are learn in the training system, same thing you are going to create in the as SAP live systems as. So that was the major thing. So everyone want to get the training system. Okay. So these are the key areas we are going to cover in this uh, SD training sessions. Okay. And then all everyday training sessions will be recorded, and then we are going to provide access to everyone. Okay, so that whenever you stuck while creating any thing in the training system, just go through that video. Okay, based upon that video, you are going to rectify your error. Okay, so these are the things we are going to cover. If anybody have any questions, you can tell me. Any questions. Okay, no one have questions.
Yeah, I have the question that like from is there opportunities for freshers also? SAP.
Yes. In SAP, as of now, I can say at present market, actually, from the SAP standard point of view, SAP, they are going to recruit only experienced people who they have bit knowledge. I'm not saying complete knowledge, bit knowledge and SAP system. They are going to recruit for SAP, but now trend is somewhat different. Okay, so as per I know, okay. So nowadays, freshers profiles also companies are recruiting. Okay. So once they in freshers, if you have knowledge, okay, on SAP, once you step down in IT sector for any of the organization, they are providing the complete training again, because now you learn only what are the topics, what are the key areas in the SD. Once you step in the projects, from project end, they are going to give trainings again. Trainings means not this training, whatever we discussed. They are giving based upon the project requirement trainings. Okay. So yeah, I can say we can apply for a freshers as well. If you go to LinkedIn or Naukri, just type as SAP SD freshers like that, or SAP SD 0 to 1 years of experience. You can see number of companies will provide opportunity for freshers.
Okay, so like to learn the SAP, like is there any qualifications required? Suppose they are like suppose we have like a BTech from CSC background, so
Yes, yes,
they are going to consider these things also, or like how?
yes. For example, see, MNC companies' criteria are different. I think everyone knows here. Okay, and then some category B companies' criteria are different. For SAP, any branches means any graduates can apply for SAP job opportunity. Like if you go to BTech, CS or what IT, mechanical, civil. Okay, I am from mechanical background. Okay,
Okay.
So now I am there from IT industry from 8 to 9 years. Okay. So everybody can work, but here few companies. I am not saying every companies like a degree. Degree means like BSc, BCom. They are not going to directly add in the IT company. Sometimes,
Okay.
suppose BSc, BCom computers they have studied, right?
Yeah, yeah.
If they are having any prior experience, okay. So recently, I have taken a few interviews for that one. Who undertall knowledge on a sales? Sales means nothing but, as I mentioned, one live what I faced. I will tell you. Recently we recruit one BSc. Okay, she is from BSc background, and then she is working in Chroma. Okay, so Chroma, and then she had 2.5 years of experience, and then she don't have any MBA, MCA, nothing. But few companies will provide that type of opportunities. But here, that package is low. Like we can expect some 3 to 3.5 if you have 3 years of experience also. And likewise, the slight variance is there, but we can get our opportunity for BSc, BCom as well. But it depends upon company. It depends upon the situation. My suggestion, if you suppose now, as you are a fresher, suppose, okay, you have a complete only BSc, get a MBA or MCA, or otherwise get some experience for in any of the field. Okay, like a few are from US recruiter. Okay, they are
Okay.
planning to shift means like that based upon company, they will provide opportunity. We cannot say no, and or otherwise we cannot say yes. It depends upon, but from BTech end or MBA, MCA people can apply, including freshers, I am saying. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Hi Niranjan, I have a small doubt here. I have 4.5 years of IT experience. Right now, I am working in one e-commerce company which is in Dubai. Okay, my
Okay.
main role I am working here is I'm doing the support and automation development in the Sterling, IBM Sterling OMS, okay, order management
Yes, yes.
system.
Okay. Okay.
So how it will be, how I have opportunities in the SAP if I go with your training? Can you give me
Correct.
guidance?
Yes, yes, yes. It's a good question. See, as you mentioned, you are working on e-commerce, right? So in e-commerce, without enquiry, without quotation, and without order, and without delivery, and without billing. Okay. Either of these total five. So I think as you mentioned, you are already creating, not creating, you are working related to order related that type of things. So how we can interlink this knowledge in LCP is that now you have basic knowledge. Okay. So without order, we are not going to do anything in the future. Okay. So this same whatever you are working in your present e-commerce scenarios, you can map or link with this with LCP. So this is the only thing. In LCP, as I mentioned, Amazon, Flipkart, right? Whatever you are working in the e-commerce, same thing we are going to work in the SAP. Okay. Yes, LCP means nothing but at present you are working on IBM. You are working only to maybe, okay, you are working only for to create or to display or to change the orders or something. Once you entered in the SAP, you are the developer. How we are going to configure that order in the SAP system. Okay. So as of now, you have some knowledge on order. Same thing, you are going to link this knowledge in the SAP. How we are going to create configuration in the SAP. Okay. So this is the slight difference one. Okay.
And one more thing here,
Yes,
like
yes.
You mentioning the development, I'm happy for that. But concern here is what is the code we are using for the development? Is there only UI we have to develop, or no, we are using by UI only we are developing, or we have to write any code like Java, Python,
No.
C++,
As I
like
mentioned in start beginning itself, first thing, again I'm saying, here we are not writing any coding, Java, Python, or whatever the ways we are having. Okay. We are writing here, for example, okay. We have, see, everybody, okay. Once I think not in the SAP, in the IT world, we have only two. One is development and one is support, right? In a development part, suppose as you mentioned just now somewhere, okay, he have 4.5 years of experience. Okay. So once he step in SAP world, some 4.5 years means at least something we can expect from him. Okay. So like on a time, you don't want to learn any codings, languages, nothing. In development systems, SAP will run through tables, okay, not from any codes. Okay. And then here in development also we have two types of user. One is for functional consultants and one is for technical consultants. Okay. So functional consultant role is that, okay, you need to get the requirements from the business. Okay. So like suppose business want to enhance something in the screen. Okay. They will guide you orally. Okay. Means for example, this is the option is there. I need to delete. I need to replace with my name, some other name. Okay. That thing also you are going to first. This is the main thing here when you are working on development. As a functional consultant, you need to understand that requirement. Requirement means what you usually is saying to you. You need to understand. You need to create functional documents. Functional document means you don't want to write any Python code or nothing. Whatever you discussed with the business or user, same thing you are going to translate this in the English. So now we are using English, right? We are using English. So if you are, suppose I am the person who working with the Spanish or Brazil clients, okay? We need to, everything we need to document in English. English means you don't want to write anything like coding part, nothing. Whatever you discussed, you need to write your language. Just you need to translate that to whatever your user is having. Suppose she is from Brazil or somewhere, you need to translate. Okay, this is the part. But here what we have major thing is that whatever you are written in your functional document, that technical person want to understand. Then technical person will analyze your document. This technical person will generate, as I mentioned, table, right? He wrote some tables. Tables means, for example, we have order is there. So suppose like for order, we have, these are all by hand thing. Okay, VBAP, we have table. Through VBAP table only, this order will generate. Okay, in this VBAP table, we have certain field system. Based upon this table, based upon that fields, you need to write the logic. Okay, it's I think once you are entered in the SAP system, you can learn very easily. Okay. Suppose, for example, we have delivery history. Okay. In delivery, we are using VBAK, for example. So this is the table where this all data will store in this table. Okay. So like this, and then how we are going to create delivery. So here and then these are the tables, and then important thing is that we have T code system. You need to by hand, only by hand. Okay, no need to put your mind here, and no need to understand. We have certain T codes is there. T codes means nothing but transaction codes. Suppose we have order. Order will run from VA01. suppose we have delivery. This will run from BL01. We have billing. It will run from VF01. Just we are having the transaction code. Then once you click on enter, order screen will come. So like that, you need to by hand. You don't want to write anything coding part or nothing. But here the main important thing is that, as I mentioned, whenever you are creating order or whatever the activities you are doing, you need to learn or by head or whatever the easy way you can remember. So you need to learn everything. So, but one thing, as I am the person, okay, so nobody can learn all entire tables in the SAP system. We have some crores of tables is there, okay? Based upon that logic, we need to understand. Only main thing is that as a functional consultant, okay, we are the persons to always interact with the business. Technical people will not interact with the business. So these are the major differences. Technical means you can call it as ABAP. So ABAP is the one technical module where they are doing only coding part. Coding means not a SQL or not like that. We have some queries is there. So based upon that queries, we need to pick one table, and then we need to write the logic. That's it. Okay, so these are the things.
Niranjan, tables means you are going to say that DB database tables which can run by the SQL, is it same? Sorry, actually, I missed some start.
Exactly. So these are the
Yeah,
tables.
we
It
are
will exactly same thing. Whatever in the
we,
SQL database. Yeah, that's
we
what I
are
mentioned.
in
Yes, please.
yeah. In the IBM Sterling OMS for fetching the data with respect to all the data, we use the IBM DB query. That's SQL only we are using right now. Same knowledge which can be helpful there, right? Same like that.
Exactly. Same. Whatever for fetching the database, we are using some SQL tables. Same copy paste here in SAP also. To fetch the data, we are using some tables. I think because because I'm the techno functional guy. Okay, I write coding also. But as I can see, whatever the SQL tables we have, okay, majority of the tables they are using in SAP also. Okay, so I think for you it's very easy to learn the tables. How this tables means nothing but whatever the activities you are doing. See, suppose now I am using here Excel. Okay, once I click on the save button, somewhere in the system this data will save. Okay, so how that system will generate is that in background we have some SQL. Okay, this Excel also will run from SQL only. Okay, in background we have in SQL some database tables is there. In that database table, this all whatever see here, whatever I am typing, whatever here it is there, it is just saved in the table. Okay, so based upon that tables only we need to write the logic. That's it. Okay, it's not any rocket science or nothing. We can easily write the code. Okay. But here, again, I'm saying major thing is that suppose, for example, some 4 or 5+ years of experience, like 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, they can expect something from you. What they are expecting is that at least you once usual, not usual or business or architect, whoever it is. Once they are explaining something to you, you need to understand the whatever they are explaining. That is the only crucial part we are going to face as a functional consultant. So for that case, how we are going to rectify that one is that once you learn the process, see here as I mentioned, once you learn the SD topics, everything, whatever they're explaining, you can easily grab that one. Okay, so for that one also, you no need to worry. So everything I need to understand, everything. So nothing. Okay, but just to understand, for that we need some basic knowledge on SAP. So that is the way why we are learning SAP SD topics. Okay.
Yeah, Niranjan, thank you for your clarification.
I have last one question that now they now all AI is coming. No, is there any
Yes,
effect
yes.
on the shape
No, 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 no. This is the at present. Just to understand everyone, okay. As of now, SAP is also using AI. Okay, I am the person who working on SAP AI agent from my organization. Okay, why they are using AI means in SAP, I can say 10 plus years also without a human intervention. I am saying mainly on functional consultant. For functional consultant point of view, we don't want to worry about AI, but in technical, okay. So I think if you go to type in Google, they are replacing with BTP. Okay, so BTP is the tool where it will run from AI. Okay, so what happened here? See, somebody is asking questions, right? They are using some SQL database, right? So once we provided the functional document to the AI itself will create the technical things. So AI, suppose now in from technical lane for one requirement, some 5 people are working. So once we upload this functional document in AI, so they don't want these 5 people. They need only 1 people. So that is the only at present upgrade in the LCT. Okay, this is the first one. Second thing is that in AI, as of now, from functional point of view, we don't need to worry. From in SAP and recently, I think we have seen in some news as well. SAP has reduced some 2,000, 3,000 jobs in their organization. Why means, suppose now whenever you are working on the system, you got one error, for example, okay, that error you are keep on trying to resolve, you checked with the technical team something, still you are not unable to find out means you are raise a request, you are raise a one support ticket to the SAP company, not any other organization. You are directly raising as SAP company. Okay, before AI, okay, once you raise the ticket to the SAP, this SAP has assigned one agent. Agent means one customer support, for example. They will check your error. They will provide some KBS. KBS means knowledge-based articles. Okay. So knowledge-based articles, they are going to provide through mail or whatever the tool. Each and every product, they are having different tool system to approach to SAP. They will provide this KBS before AI. But what happened once SAP has introduced the AI. Okay. So here in this case, once you raised some request to the SAP, SAP automatically check based upon your error through with the help of AI. The AI itself will send KBA, knowledge-based articles. So in that case, you don't want any user support here. So that your employee also means that they are planning to reduce that who are not all working in the support from LCP. They have removed. Okay. So still, if AI is not helpful for your knowledge-based article, then they are going to assign one agent. Okay, so this is the only thing right now in LCP they are using. One is for knowledge-based articles and one is for BTP. So it is on just a starting stage only. Okay, so no, if anybody want to learn the technical also, no need to worry. It will take some 6 to 7 years of time. Okay, so just now they have started research on BTP. Without technical intervention, functional consultant can do that technical code part without having any knowledge on ABAP. So that is the intention as SAP is developing BTP. Okay. So apart from this AI, As of now, I am saying 10 plus years also. As of now, AI is not much intervention here. So, any questions?
May I know the timings of the class?
Yes, yes, okay. See, I have, yeah, I forgot to mention that. See, as of now, I have free time in between 6 to I 9 a.m. in the mornings, okay? And then in the evenings, I have time between 8 p.m. to, you can, if you want, 11 p.m. I have. So these are two timings I have. And then Saturday, Sunday, I am free. So whatever the time you are preferable, we can schedule a call and then we'll discuss. So you usually how I am going, how I am taking training sessions is that before your session. Monday to Friday, I'm connecting most probably 6:30 to 7:30. Okay, these the means early morning we are waking. Our minds also have some fresh. Okay, so that I'm always preferable 6:30 to 7:30. And Saturdays, whatever the we discussed on Monday to Friday, just in first session, I am going to revise for Monday to Friday topics. And then I have asked the candidates to share their screen, whatever they have did on Monday to Friday in their training systems. I am going to correct it for that. So this is the thing I am doing previous. So if you have any questions, you can ask me for a timings or anything.
Yeah, I think it's clear to everyone.
Damage. Stop sharing. So if you have